Hello everyone, I got another relatively rare casting now. This is made by an old Japanese company called CM's, CM apostrophe S. Not to be confused with CMS, a Chinese diecast brand, which I think they probably still make pretty good models. But this brand focused on rally cars. They did make a few street cars, but mostly rally cars. So I don't know how old this is. It's at least 10 years old, maybe 20. So this is a little antenna piece I'm going to plug in. Sadly, I'm going to just throw this base into the trash. Just don't have room to collect stuff like that. Maybe I'll save the antenna towards the end so I don't break it off during this review, but at least snip it off this runner. Okay, save that for later. Not many good photos. That's the best photo I could find of this thing. This thing got the overall victory in the Himalayan rally of whatever year that base plate just said. Hold on. Yeah, I already forgot. 1987, this Himalayan rally. I don't think that rally is part of the WRC. It's just an independent rally. Alright, so looking at that image in this model is pretty good. Pretty good, not bad. Here it's running a different set of lights. Or maybe that's a different rally because the paint livery is totally different. But here, I think maybe it's prepping up for the race. Yeah, they haven't gotten a number yet. And notice it's running different wheels. This is not the same car, but come on, that's an awesome photograph. Let's take a closer look at this thing. So the paint on the wheels from this brand, after so long, it just becomes sticky and kind of falls off or chips off, as you can see. I have repainted some in the past, I just don't feel like doing it today. So if you dip it, maybe just leave in a bath of alcohol, it might eventually, you could brush that paint off. But don't use anything stronger than alcohol because it'll just melt the plastic, in fact. Yeah, anyways. The tires sadly are very, excuse me, slab-sided. But the center is painted black where the axle would be, or no, that's where the lug nuts and the axle would be. Alright, very cool. One great thing about this brand, they're all tampo printing. There's no decals here that I can see here. It's just all paint, right? But unfortunately, you didn't get into the crevice there, but it's better than having an air pocket behind a decal. Air India, boy, yeah, that's a questionable airline. Black molded in mirrors, and they haven't even painted the silver backside of it, so that's cool. Let's see, painted on reflector there. The big fog lights with the PIAA covers. A little misprinted. This is the closest to center, but that's clearly not. Inserted headlamps here, made of clear plastic. Painted on turn signal, and I don't know what that silver light would be for. And I'm not sure what that red text reads. Something Mitsubishi. And a big air dam and two little black maybe brake ducts. So what's weird is, where would the radiator vent be? It can't be this little thing, right? I think there's actually supposed, well, I don't know. In the front photo, I feel like maybe the radiator duct is here, but in that second photo, there is just a big white air dam here. So, I don't know, maybe that height, they don't want dirt clogging stuff up? Leave a comment, why would they do that? Alright, so going on to this side, I'm noticing the door handle sticking out. There's also a key lock bump, painted silver. This detail here, I don't know what it is. It's just white on the photographs and graphics, so that looks correct. Oh boy, this looks like it's dented. Yeah, so that's a very thin piece of diecast, and yeah, it got crushed. I bought this at a diecast show, and wasn't paying attention, but this is such a rare old casting now. I'm not going to buy another one. Now taillights, yeah, that reminds me of a DeLorean, right? The segmented taillights, but look at the color separation. It's very great, you know, all the colors, very nice. That's probably the real license plate of the real car. Why wouldn't it be? And then rally art there. It's just got a cut off sausage of an exhaust tip here. This little rubber bumper insert is painted on. There's a little bit of a tail spoiler. Probably a separate piece of plastic from what I see. And molded windows. Unfortunately, this one's all scratched up. And I guess it's number 6. That's confusing. Right? You have to read this text in order to realize what number car this is. It's almost like they should have a line under there, right? Or, yeah, 6 and 9. Okay, wiper blades. They are just printed on, not even molded. That's kind of weak. A big black swatch here on the venting, but I think too much paint. I'm sure there are ribs there, but they're very filled in with paint. Some bumps here representing like hood locks, and maybe some paint rash developing here, or just bad casting, I'm not sure. Contaminants in the paint perhaps. Alright, let's see. It does have mud flaps, it seems, and they're actually molded into the plastic. Yeah, I've broken some of these off. They're very delicate, so be mindful. Yeah, you want to be careful about touching those. It is press fit together, so modifications, fixing it's going to be hard without a drill. Nice treads though. Look how fine these treads are. Very nice. And from the side, they don't look like truck tires. It's just that they're slab-sided sidewalls. But there's no branding. There's nothing telling you what the car is, so it's never really meant to be removed from that base plate, I guess. But like I said, I don't have room for it. So let's see about the interior. We do have a silver roll cage, it looks like. And let's see if I can free up a hand-hit focus. That steering wheel is very huge. It's pointed like almost like a bus. So it's hollowed out and all, which is nice. It's just in a weird location and seems awfully large. The dashboard, center console, some sort of molded details. Door panel over there. Boy, I cannot get them. Alright. Racing seats, obviously. Okay. Yeah, the roll cage looks pretty good. It's a little low because it has to be underneath the clear plastic underneath the roof of this thing. Maybe I gotta... Those seats seem awfully thin. Right? Why are those seats so narrow? It's it's actually pretty comical. These are some comically narrow seats. I don't know. Look how narrow those seats are. I mean, racing seats are narrow because you want to hug the body, but the people sitting in this car, it looks like they have no shoulders, right? There's no flare out on the upper part of the seat, so it does have seat headrests. It's just a kind of weird. All right, some sort of, I don't know what that is. It's sort of like a rectangular protrusion coming from the floor. I don't think that's a stick shift. Alright, well, anyways, some interesting details going on inside of that. So it's a very small, thin piece of plastic they molded for the antennae. I think I may have done a video a long time ago how to make your own antennae. You can look that up. Let's see if I can get this in without breaking it. Alright. I'll break that off tomorrow. Okay, let's pop this on this little spin coaster thing. And I'm going to pull out a few other Rally Mitsus. This one is from 1975. It's also a CM's. I think this is a Lancer, actually. Kind of weak auxiliary lights there, being all chromed out like that. But nice taillights. And the license plate, all that stuff. This, I think, may have been in the Safari Rally. What does that say? I can't tell. I can't read. I'm looking through a mobile phone screen. Okay. Here's another Starion, I believe, but I've never seen a Starion on the road that looks like this. But it's got a hood, an air scoop there. That's what that thing was on the B-pillar. Different taillights, so it clearly says Starion. Starion. And I guess this is from the 84 RAC, the Lombard Rally. Yeah, so it says. Okay, what is this thing? This is an Evo 9 from 2005, and the white paint is totally gone. I think I may have taken the paint off, so this is just a yellowed plastic. A lot of great details though. Look at the white roll cage. There's actually a spare wheel inside of this thing, right? Harnesses. So this is far better as far as the effort goes. All the parts on this thing. Weird wing. How it's so forward? That's strange. Okay. And the last one is a Evo 7 from 2002. Very fine tread on this one. And again, I stripped all the paint off, and so they just become like a cream colored plastic. 3 or 4 antennae in this thing. Roll cage, all that stuff, so. Let's go let those spin there. Now get a little lower angle. And you can go look up reviews of these other things elsewhere if you want. Okay, so even though, it looks a little crude by today's standards, especially the wheels and the tires, the rest of it's not so bad though. There's a lot of work going on. It's a real shame they went out of business. But luckily Mini GT is starting to put out a few rally cars, so that's a good thing. And hopefully they can make a lot of the castings that have never been made. But just random rally cars are cool. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you in the next video. Bye.